What's going on, fellow senpais? Welcome back to a brand new video here today. That's what I like to say. We've got two videos coming your way today because to make up for no uploads yesterday. However, let's go. I did upload yesterday, but it got taken down for copyright straight away. It was a live reaction to the Naruto episode, so I kind of expected it, so I'm not too pissed. I did all I could to try and avoid copyright, but we failed in the end. Anyway, let's just get straight into the review of Naruto Shippuden episode 476 and 477. Straight away, off the bat, this was a very good episode, you guys can't deny that. Studio Pierrot, I think that's how it's pronounced, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but Studio Pierrot definitely delivered here. I'm extremely happy with this episode, and that's about it. So let's get into my first point here. My first point, it's the only bad point I can think of at the top of my head, and it's about the fact that the episode, I really expected some movie style animation from this episode. I really did. I thought the animation wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's just I definitely expected them to, you know, do some movie kind of animation like in Naruto the Last. But I was definitely expecting a bit too much, so this does bring me on to my next point. I liked what they did with Kurama. I like the fact that they made Kurama look more like what he looks like in the Boruto film. I definitely like that look on Kurama. I definitely prefer that one. Moving on now. The first time you guys will ever hear me saying this, but the flashbacks were actually extremely well placed. Any Naruto fan would be able to tell you that we have way too many flashbacks in important scenes or episodes, but this time the flashbacks are actually very well placed, and for the first time ever you will hear me say that I actually think that the Naruto anime did a better job than the manga did. Now, I love the Naruto manga, I've read it all, and I definitely, for the most part, I prefer the manga, but for this last fight, definitely prefer the anime. They captured the emotion perfectly. It was a very good fight. Animation was really nice. GG Studio Pierrot for all these fillers you fucking gave us over the last year. You haven't redeemed yourself. You have not redeemed yourself, but you've done a decent job. Now, I also like the fact that they added some stuff in the fight that wasn't in the manga. This would be such as Sasuke's Kirin. I think that's how it's pronounced, you know, or the thunderclap. Very cool jutsu. And I also liked the scene of Naruto and Sasuke's final clash. The bit where Naruto forms his Rasengan and gets the help of Jiraiya, Sakura, Kakashi, Obito, you know, his mum and dad, where everyone helps him form a Rasengan. But not many people seem to have noticed is the fact that it actually helps Sasuke form his Chidori. It's not in frame for a lot, and it is kind of hard to see, but I saw that. So yeah, it actually does help Sasuke form his Chidori. But something related to this point is the fact that I feel like Studio Pierrot. Now, this might sound crazy, but I'll post a picture. I feel like Studio Pierrot were very biased towards Sasuke. They added so much stuff. They made Sasuke do so much stuff, which, as far as I can remember, was not in the manga. And it made Sasuke look cool as hell. Was that bit where he uses like the Amaterasu Inferno style thing, and he uses Rinnegan to pull all the shadow clones towards him, and they all get like stabbed by Inferno style? I mean, that was fucking awesome. But that's not in the manga. There is some other things he does as well, like he uses Naruto's hand to make a hand sign. I don't believe that was in the manga. The thunderclap wasn't in the manga, and there was something else, I believe. I can't remember like 100%. But yeah, that's I guess you'd say that's kind of a little negative point. I wish they'd made Naruto do some really cool stuff that wasn't in the manga. I mean, at the end of the day, Naruto still wins the fight, so I can't moan. As you tell, I'm a massive Naruto fan. I'm not the biggest Sasuke fan. But yeah, no, that's all I can say about that. I was also just slightly disappointed with this one speech that made it into the game. and it wasn't in the anime. It wasn't in the manga either, so that's why I'm not going to say I'm disappointed and like, fuck you, Studio Pierrot. So that, I'm not going to say that because it wasn't in the manga, so I wasn't quite expecting it to be there. But if you guys have played the game, then you will know that there is this one scene after Sasuke does his Indra's arrow, and Naruto does the Tailed Beast Rasen Shuriken and the normal Rasen Shuriken and the clash. When they fall out of the sky, Naruto falls into the water, and he's kind of giving up, and then he gets a speech of everyone, like, for the sake of your future, for the sake of a friend. It's a really good speech, actually. I really enjoyed that from the game. But moving on, let's wrap this video up, guys. All in all, this was an extremely good episode, and the animators definitely did an amazing job of capturing the emotion, especially with the use of the soundtracks. The soundtracks were amazing. I also like the fact that they had the soundtracks from part 1. That filled me with nostalgia. I really did. Studio Pierrot, you did a fucking amazing job here. This episode was a solid 9.5 out of 10, guys. Anyway, we're gonna leave it there. You all stay beautiful. You all stay senpais, and I'll see you in the next one.